Okay, Doc South here, and wow, I was just spent about the last hour looking at the news reports of that fire over in California. Oh my God, that is that is one serious fire. My, and the damage already. Oh, honestly, I don't know how you recover from all that. I guess Californians, being like they are, pretty industrious people and good creative people. I'm sure they'll find ways to make everything work out. But boy, right now they've got to be in such shock. I would think would be the best way to say. A lot of fear in there too. I doubt too many people are smiling in California today. It's man, it's bad looking situation. I'm a little worried about my son now. My son and his family, from what I gather, are in a relatively safe spot. But I think they did. I don't know if they had to evacuate or not. And you can try to call, but you can't get through. There's just no way to really do it. I think their particular spot is still somewhat out of harm's way, but boy, it's um, it's going to be tough. They're going to. I don't know how you rebuild all that. It's just all the mess that's out there right now. Oh my gosh. So just getting rid of the debris, you could be. I would think it would take a year or so. Maybe not. May I guess people can converge and get to work and take care of it. But many of those houses, I would imagine you'll have to, especially if people are missing from that house, you're going to have to be careful how you dig, see if you can find them or their remains at least. It's it's a bad scene, very bad, and I guess still not out, rolling rolling rather well. Shame, gosh. Well, hopefully somehow or another there'll be some kind of break in the action, and they'll be able to perhaps just take a breath and get that fire killed, and then just start counting and looking for casualties, and I guess from there proceed to start cleaning house. And it looks, in my opinion, like many of those places they're just going to have to bulldoze the places, the what's left of them. A lot of cases it's just chimneys or maybe a stairwell or something that's left, or a basement. And I would imagine even the foundations aren't that strong after all that flame hitting them. Now this is going to be. We'll probably still be talking about this next year. Be my opinion. At least I'll bet it takes at least a year, if not longer. And that's boy, it's a real hit to the country. I mean, especially to the area, but I think our country's going to kind of suffer for it too. I I tell you, at my age, I'm not. I guess I'm not much help. God, if there was something I could do, I'd be tickled to go out there and do what it could. I don't know. I would imagine Sandy would be the same way, knowing her. And maybe there's something. But boy, it's about all you can say is, "Oy." I remember a family when I lived up in northern Pensy, and one night the fire siren rang. Of course, everyone. It was a small town of Forksville. There was Pennsylvania. There was there was a fire alarm sounded, and somehow or another, this house, which was not too far away, was just just breaking into darn near completely in fire. There was just a little bit left that had not been touched. The only thing was the parents were away, and the kids I guess didn't go with them, and no one knew if the kids were in the fire. Turns out the kids were over at friends' houses, and they were in no danger, but you didn't know that. And there you are trying to put out this fire with like two pieces of equipment and picture a 2 or 3 story building on fire, and and you have no idea. And then the parents come home from where they were visiting, and there's the house is burning and no sign of the kids. You, I can still see the shock on their faces. And that was just one house. Multiply that by what, thousands upon thousands of homes. People have got to be just absolutely frantic, absolutely frantic. Mm. It's way worse than I thought it might be from looking at the news. It's there. This is going to be a long-term thing to fix. I don't see. I don't know if I'll live long enough to see the end of it. Old as I am, it's it's going to be a long time. But boy, well, say a prayer for the folks, and it's about all we can do. And I guess whenever we see a chance to help them, it'd be a good idea to do what we can. Almost be a good year to kind of concentrate on small Christmas gifts out here where we've been where we've been lucky, and maybe send a little extra, some of what we would have spent for Christmas, send it west. See what we can do. Got to watch who you send it to, but because I'm sure there'll be some snakes in the grass. Figure out some way of getting some of those bucks, and just abscond with them. But if there's, I'm sure there's plenty of good people in California who would gladly work that out. Any case, boy. Yep. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, the glory forever. So be it. And I think it's going to take God doing pulling a few tricks from out of his sack of tricks, and maybe he can help those people. They're definitely going to need it. I'll see you later. God bless. Bye now.